Hello. I'm not sure if I'm on yet, so hold on one second, guys. I'm new at this. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm on. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm so nervous, a little bit nervous. It's my first broadcast alone. I've been on StreamYard a lot with friends, but never on my own. So we shall see how this goes. All right, so today, since one is watching, so let's see. If anyone's out there, let me know if you can hear me. Oh, okay, thanks, Whistler. Cool, I am on. Awesome. All right, so today I will be making a white Halite and, one second, here they are, and some glass clear crystal beads, a bracelet. So here's the white Halite. Really pretty stone. I love this stone. And then my little crystal beads. I didn't have anything to put them in yet. Well, I didn't put them in the little jewelry box that I have yet, so I'm just putting them here. It's the first time I'm using these small little crystal beads. So how's everyone doing? I hope well. We'll wait for a few people to come in, but we won't wait too long because I'm not really sure. Awesome, thanks, Whistler. Cool. All right, so we'll get started. So first I have to cut my string, and I'm using a crystal string. It's called crystal. So again, I like to cut it at like maybe between 20 and 24 inches long, because I always string my beads through twice to make sure that it's strong. And so about there, and then I'll cut it. You just want to make sure it's durable and stays for a long time. You know, these are stretch bracelets, so whenever you wear stretch bracelets, you want to roll them on. You don't want to pull them on and wear the cord out quicker. You always want to roll them on. All right, and now I have to get my beading needle. And there are different size beading needles as well. I don't like to use extremely short ones like this. This one's about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 inches. I'd say about 3 inches long, and I don't like that. I don't know the correct measurements of these. I just know that I don't like using the shorter ones because they tend to lose hold on the string, whatever string you're using. So what I have to do first is tie a knot in the string around the beading needle. Are you able to hear my water fountain in the background? Let's see. I'm hungry too. I'm boring. I had a salad before this. It had spinach, blueberries. What else did I have in there? I didn't have too much in there today because I ran out of avocado. I love avocado. Alright, so I tied my knot on the needle. So you see you have a little leeway. You gotta make sure also that your knot is tight enough and small enough to go through the hole of the bead. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure who. Someone said yeah, but I don't see the name. Or is that you, Whistler? Alright, I'm new at this, you guys. You gotta forgive me for that. Alright, so now on the other end, I have to get my duct tape ready because that's gonna be this, like a bead stopper. Just a makeshift bead stopper. People do this though. You just put a little piece of tape at the end of your string. I use this one. At the end of your string, and just like roll it around the string to make sure that the beads don't come off as you're working. It's happened when I first started making these bracelets. The beads would come off, go flying everywhere. I'd be so sad, I'd want to cry because I put like all the beads on. It's hard at first, you know, especially being blind. Like you're having to find this little tiny hole, stick all these, you know, beads on, roll the beads on, and then it all comes off. It sucks. So I just wrap it like that at the end, so it just stops the beads. Then after, you can just cut it off. All right. Let me see here. Check the comments. So the halite is white halite, and then the crystal beads are just clear. And they're really small. The crystal beads are so tiny. So I'm putting the beads on now. The crystal beads. A little more challenging because they are so small, but not bad. It's actually not bad. I'm gonna put about 4 of these tiny, maybe 5 actually. So that's 3 tiny little crystal beads first. And I'm not going to use any spacers. Should I use a spacer? I'll decide by the end if I'm going to use a spacer for like the end, but I don't think I want to use any spacers for this. And the spacers are usually like, they can come in any color, but I usually pick silver. Silver spacers. Alright, so that's 3. Whistler, is that you that asked what color this is going to be? Because it's not saying a name, it's just saying numbers. But on other comments it says your name. Alright, so let me put one more of these beads on here. I'm also really careful because again, I don't like scratching my stones. Alright, so there's 5. Now I'm going to put my first halite. And the halite, the white halite, are 10 millimeters round beads. The crystal little glass beads, they are just naturally shaped, so they're all different. None of them, not any of them are alike. Okay, get in there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I added the white crystal halite. Now I'm going to add 6 more of these little beads, and I'm just going to kind of go in that pattern where it'll be 6 of the clear glass crystal beads, and then a halite, and then crystal bead, and so on. It's actually fairly easy now. I guess after doing it for a while, you get kind of used to what you're feeling for, and it just becomes easier because I used to sit for so long at first trying to get the needle into these beads. 3 more. And then, oh, when it would fall apart, I'd want to cry. Like, no. But I would sit there and do it again until I just got used to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember one night I was trying this pattern out, and it had taken me like 3 hours, nearly 3 hours to do. And then my beads didn't come off. What happened was they flew off because I accidentally cut my knot. So I had it done, the knot was secure, and then when I went to cut the excess string off, I cut the entire bracelet. I learned that night very well to be careful where I was cutting. Yeah, I learned the hard way. It's my life story. Let me see if there's comments. That's rude, Whistler. You should not be speaking with your mouth full like that. Alright, so wait, how many did I do? Then I'll have to make sure of the count. Or else I'll have to take them all off and start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm ready for another Halite. So they say this is a stone of like purification, you know, cleansing. And you can actually find this in California. This type of, sorry, I'm trying to get it in the hole. And this one's extra smooth, so to be careful not to scratch it. This is a salt rock, by the way. Halite is a salt rock. You can leave them in the moon to recharge them. But yeah, it's found in California, different parts of California. Come on now. No. Okay, I don't feel good about this stone. When I'm putting my stones on, and I can't put it on to where I'm holding it too long, for some reason I just get another stone. It feels like it's like a refresher, so I don't know, it's weird. My little habits I'm developing while making these bracelets, but they mean a lot to me, they really do, so I just want them to be perfect. Of course nothing's perfect, but you know what I mean. I want them to be perfect. Hey Danny, thanks for joining. And Whistler too. Don't be mad at me, Whistler, because I didn't say thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here, Danny. I'm making a white Halite bracelet with some clear glass crystal beads, and I'll show you how it looks so far after I add a few more of these little crystals. All right, there we go. I could kind of show you now. Let me know if you're able to see this, Danny. So here's what I've started so far. So on one end I have a piece of tape, which is the stopper for the beads. That's what I have so far. So I just want people to love the bracelet when they wear them. I want them to feel good and know that good energy went into them. If I'm not feeling right mentally, like I always say, I won't make the bracelets. Like it's important that I'm in the right mindset. And the other night, you know, because I do beat myself up a lot. I used to more. I'm getting better at it, but it's weird. Okay, like you learn life lessons through your own experiences, of course. And the way I look at it is this: we might all have regrets or thoughts of like, this is what I should have done at this time. Like I should have started school a long time ago, is what I was telling myself, and I'd be done by now, you know. But here's the thing, or I should have done this in a relationship, or not have been in a relationship, or should have done something, whatever it is. I'm just saying in generally speaking. And you know, you hold your, what I want to say is this: hold yourself accountable, but don't hold yourself hostage. So own up to what you did within yourself and be honest, but also learn from it so you can grow. Don't hold on to it and beat yourself up over it. It's like, what do you do from this point? So hold yourself accountable. Don't hold yourself hostage. Forgive yourself because it's already done. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm talking in means of not like obviously hurting people and things like that. But I think you guys get what I'm saying. I'll get off my soapbox now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I put another 6 crystals. And so now I'm going to put another halite. White halite. There's also pink halite, which I want to get some pink halite. I think that'd be really, really nice. And these are glossy. They're more of a glossy stone. I'm checking my comments. Let's see here. Let's see, I'm checking the comments. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. She said, yes, looks beautiful. Yeah, they are all about energy. Right. I mean, you could say, I shoulda, coulda, woulda done this, but that's not going to change anything, and it's only going to make you feel worse. And no one has beat me up more than I have myself mentally. Like, holding on to things, blaming myself for things that weren't even in my control. You know, it's just like, if I would have done this, maybe this person would have been this way, or maybe this would have been better. And no, you can only control yourself and your actions. You know, and that's just the truth of it. Like, you can't control other people's thoughts, feelings, or actions. And why would you want to? You know, but that's my motto. You should write it down. Don't hold yourself accountable. I mean, do hold yourself accountable. That's terrible. Do hold yourself accountable. Don't hold yourself hostage. See what you can do now. You're here in the present, you know. It's not too late as long as you try. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 more crystals here. It's the first time I'm making a bracelet like this, and the first time I'm using these little stones. Here we go. See, I'm already thinking of when I go back through a second time, because I have to string them a second time, Danny. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 more. It's just going to be a challenge stringing them through these tiny little crystals, but I can do this. I got this. I got this, y'all. I got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Okay, there we go. All right, so 1 more of those, and now another halite. And if anyone's interested in these, once I show you them, you can email me. It's in the description. Let's see here. I'm checking the comments. Let's see if anybody said anything. Thanks, Danny. Whistler. You shouldn't have had that Wingstop, Whistler. Just say no. Just say no. Yeah, Danny, I am notorious for that. There's a needle. It's a beading needle. When I first started, I was actually, Danny asked me if I use my hand or needle. So this is a needle I'm using, and it opens up like in the middle. It splits. Hold on, I have no nails because I literally just cut my nails off because I don't have money to, you know, go get manicures and pedicures and stuff like that. All right, so it opens up like, and then you tie the string, and then you have to tie the knot tight enough so it pulls through easily. But yeah, I use a needle. When I first started, I didn't, and that's part of why I would sit there forever trying to get these through. And then taking them through a second time was like, yeah, non-existent almost, but I did it. I just don't know how I did it. It's frustrating. But as I started doing more research and getting more used to making the bracelets, I learned new tricks, and then I started following a couple of people on YouTube that really helped. In particular, these sisters that are online, really sweet. They were so helpful, and I was surprised when I asked them questions in their videos that they would answer. I'm like, oh my god, because, you know, not everybody answers you when they have a large following. And not only that, we connected through social media after that, and whenever I have a question about making these bracelets, I ask, and they're really sweet. They're really helpful. Gave me tips on where to get stones, advised me on the, sorry, trying to get that one through, the string I should use, like what's more durable. 1, 2, 3. You know. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to get another one of these through. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Check the comments. Okay, no more new comments. Okay. Sorry guys, I have to stop when the reason I stop is because I'm listening to the comments. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2 more of these, and then I'll see about how long it is. Generally, I'll do about a 7-inch bracelet when I'm just making them, but if I'm customizing it for someone, of course, I'll get their wrist size. It's been so disappointing when I've made bracelets for people and it's the wrong size. I'm like, damn it, I feel bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's a beginner's thing, you know what I mean? Gotta learn somehow. 6, okay. So I'll show this again in a second. Let me just add another halite. Hold on 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I got that one through. See, we're a little bit further along. I'm loving it already. I'm loving it. Not like McDonald's. I just love my bracelet. 1, 2, okay, there we go. Alright, let me put a few more of these on. So let's see here. Oh, this one's hard. It's a small one. Oop, got it. Yes. And it always feels like victorious when I get it through, because the small ones are like a challenge. But I mean, just in general, like when I first started and putting each when I'm putting each bead on, it's just like satisfying. Like, yes. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay, let me check the comments. Yeah, there's all different sizes of beading needles too. Some are longer, some are shorter. I was saying at the beginning of the video that I don't like the shorter needles because it seems like the cord easily comes off of it. 2, 3, 4. So I don't like them really long either, but a good enough length to where it just is a little more sturdy. Alright, I'm almost done here, and then I'm going to string it through again. So it'll be 2 layers of the cord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm gonna have to take one off because I put one too many. See, that happens too. So now what I'll have to do is I put one too many on because I'm, you know, doing a pattern. So now I'll have to take it back through the bead to get it out of there. And I got it off. Alright, so now another halite goes there. And then I'll start doubling it through. There we go. Oh, and see, it happened. My string came off of my needle. It happens though. Just thank God the beads didn't fly off, because then I'll cry right here, right now. Alright, so I'm tying it again. See, so I'll take it through the hole of the beading needle, and then I'm tying a knot like you would a shoe, minus the bow, and I double knot it. And then again, you have to make sure, hold on, oops, try that again. You have to make sure that the knot is tight. There we go. That should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, that should be perfect. Alright. So frustrating when that happens. So now how I determine the length of a bracelet. Before I was using a material measuring tape, so you know, one of the cloth ones, and then I started brailing, like with a braille labeler. I would mark the inches, so I was doing it like that, but now I can just tell by how many beads I use and just how long it feels. That's what she said. Let's see. Okay, so now this is how much I've got. So I'm going to put 3 more beads on and then take this through. 3 more crystal beads. Let me see here. Sorry. Is that loud when I'm looking through the stones? Cookie, are you gagging? That is not so relaxing over here. I'm killing the mood, Cookie. Let's see. 1, 2, and 1 more. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so now I've got all my beads on. So now I'm going to string it through twice. So I'll show you. Here's the bracelet. And I'm basically doing a pattern of every 6 crystals I'll place a halite bead. Okay, let's see. So now what I do is, since I'm going to go back and double bead them, I'll have to wrap the string around my hand so that it loops around my wrist, not my hand, my wrist. That way I take it back through and I don't lose, how do I explain this? So I make the loop, that way the beads don't come off the bracelet, basically. Right, so I'm looping, I'm stringing them through. See, so you can tell I've looped it around my wrist, And now I'm going back through each bead one by one. Yeah, and this is a little bit challenging because the stones are so small. Not the 10mm stones, the crystal stones. So I'm taking them through and I'm being careful. Alright. So I just focus on this part and take it through. There we go. Alright. Bear with me, people. This part I concentrate on. I don't want to. Okay, then I pull, like, okay, so here's the loop. You can see that, and as I'm doing it, I pull it through so that I can get more, how do I say this? So I have more room within my loop as I'm pulling the stones through. See how my voice went up right there? I'm all through. I'm trying to be cute. I don't have to try too hard though. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Calm down. Let's see. So I'm just making sure. Still doing it. I'll check the comments in a second, guys. Hold on. Remember, this is my first live alone, so as I do this more, I'll get more used to it. I'm not a pro yet, you know, like some of us out there. Definite pro, you know, the OG, StreamYard OGs. I'm new at this. It's only gonna get better though. Promise. Here we go. So today was pretty interesting too. Actually had some good news today for a change in a long time. Let me check the comments real quick. Thanks, Danny. You know how it feels though, like you're just like, oh my god. You're being so judged, but I really don't care. I'm just doing me. And so today, I called Verizon because they sent me a text message about my extremely high bill, which was not my fault. I don't know if I told you guys about this. Basically, I signed up with Verizon in April, and I did it because my mom and son needed new phones, and both of their phones went out. Like Akira couldn't text on his, and he wasn't receiving, nor could he send them. And my mom's phone just totally gave out. It was one of those cheap, really cheap phones that you get at Walmart, and we were on a prepaid plan, so I hadn't qualified for being on a plan because, you know, they check your credit. So finally, you know, I've been working on my credit and stuff. So I was like, let me just try. They need a phone. There's no way I can really afford phones. We can't really afford that right now. I mean, for a decent phone, I want them to have decent phones. Like, you know, be up on the times and stuff. Didn't have to be the newest, just something decent. So I called everywhere and I told myself I was not going to use Verizon or T-Mobile because I had bad experiences with T-Mobile and Verizon. I just had the thought that they were just very expensive and I didn't want to use them. So I tried all the other places. I couldn't really do much, and finally I decided to try Verizon. So in April, I signed up my mom and son on a plan, and then they talked me into, because, you know, it's very hard for me to do things. Well, it was. I'm getting better at it. Do things for me, and not only financially, but just because I'd rather do things for other people. Still, I mean, I'm still like that, but you got to take care of you, because no one else is going to do it. But anyway, plus it just feels good. It's not even that. Anyway, I'm going on tangents. Okay, so I got signed up. I did have to put a down payment on, and at the time I was able to do it because of the stimulus. Whatever, I'm not ashamed to say I was able to do it, and that's what I decided to do, was upgrade and get a better phone, because as you know, Apple shuts down your phone when there are new ones out. That's what started to happen. So I put down the down payment, and then time goes on and I'm paying my bills and I'm on time and everything, and all of a sudden in June I get a bill, a text message at 2:30 in the morning, because yes, I was up, and it said your bill is $1,084, and I'm like, what the hell? Now this has to be wrong. I've been paying my bill on time. So hold on, I'm trying to get this through this last few beads. Okay. Sorry. I called them and I was like, what is going on? I've been on top of my bill. How the hell is it this expensive? And they're like, well, we don't know. Let's check. I'm like, okay. So they check and hold on one second. Pull through, pull through, pull through. So they check it and they tell me, they're like, well, your payment was returned. And I said, returned? Why? The money was there. They're like, yeah, we don't know why. It's our error. I'm like, okay. And I'm just finding out about this now. Like, literally, I've paid 2 or 3 bills since I signed up with you guys. Oh, God, this thing's giving me trouble. Hold on one second. Here we go. Okay. Just make sure it's going through. Okay, sorry about that. It's the knot. Okay, I got it. Gotta be so careful, especially on these last ones. So they returned the payment for whatever reason, and I'm like, freaking great. Like, we used my mom's account. She helped me to do it, and she didn't realize. I mean, she's been sick. She's been really up and down these last few months. She's been suffering with this problem for a while, but it's been worse. So she didn't realize that, and you know, we're paying medical stuff and for medications and rent bills and just everything like piling up. So she honestly didn't know, and she looked back and she's like, they did return it. So I had to call and make arrangements, and I was so upset because I've been working on my credit and I've actually seen progress on my credit, and this isn't going to mess it up. I did make arrangements, but it just made me so upset that, of course, something like this happens to me. It just does. So today I called because I got a text. Now take in mind, I made payment arrangements, but I got a text saying you are past due, and I just paid them enough money at the beginning of the month. Okay, so I've got one more bead to go through. Hold on one sec. 2 more actually. Tiny, tiny beads. I'm almost there, folks. I'm almost there. 2 more. So I just made a decent payment at the beginning of this month, and I was like, I'm not understanding because I set up arrangements. So it turns out that I'm fine. The arrangements are fine. And this lady was so understanding and nice, because I kept telling Verizon, you guys should credit me something since this was your error and you guys have admitted it's your error. I'm not trying to get over or anything, but this was your error and I'm a new customer. Like, how? Hold on one second. Okay. Alright, so I've got all my beads on and I've strung them through twice. Here it is. I just gotta tighten them down. 1 second. Okay. All right, so now here's the hard part. I've got to cut the ends off. I already took my needle off. So anyway, long story short, as if it wasn't already, you know, 3 hours long, let me tell you the story. Oh, you were nervous, Danny. I'm okay. Like, I was okay on other people's streams. Like, you know, you guys have been using StreamYard forever. You know, I was cool with you guys, but on my own, I'm just like, oh my god. No, so, basically today, she's like, for the inconvenience, I'll credit you $30. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. So when they did this, and I was like, you guys should credit me because this was your mistake. This was before today's call. Because this wasn't my error. I've been paying my bill on time, as you can see. And of course I tell them, you know, I'm going through hardship, which I am. It's not a lie. And I don't really get assistance, so it's just extremely hard. And they're like, all right, we'll credit you $20. I'm like, 20 off of 1,000, but whatever. Every little bit does help. So, there we go. I cut it off the tape and cut the little excess off. So now I need to tie this knot. This is the part where I get like a little nervous about, because I want to make sure that I don't drop my needles. I mean my, damn, I can't talk. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. 1 second. Make sure it's really tight. Alright, I tightened it. Here it is so far. I've double knotted. Here's the bracelet. I've double knotted. It's not done yet. So there's good news. So she said, just for the inconvenience of sending me that message of being past due, because in their records it shows that I called, that I made arrangements, that I paid at the beginning of the month. She's like, for that inconvenience, I'll give you $30. She's all, I'll tell you what else I did. She's like, I'm gonna credit you $300. And my eyes watered up, and I was like, are you serious? She's all, yeah, the thing is, it's not gonna be all at once. It'll be spread out into the next like 24 months, which means it'll be like $12 off my bill each month. But you don't know, like any little bit helps. Alright, now I'm gonna get a paper towel, because now I'm gonna make sure my knot is secure. So I put a paper towel underneath, and you can either use jewelry glue, you can use this other kind of glue. I forgot the name of it. I have it though. Let me see, I can show you one. I forgot the name of it, but it's like it's not a jewelry glue, but it works. Hopefully you can see this. I'll just show you the whole bottle. And I got these on sale on Amazon some months back. But you can also use polish, and that's what I use. I use polish because I feel it holds the knot in place better. So that was a relief and a blessing, because I swear I feel like I don't get many breaks. And I'm not like, woe's me, you know? I do what I have to do. No matter what, I will do what I have to do. But I'm just saying, like, I don't get breaks, but I do see my blessings, and that was a major blessing today. And like I said, even though it's not going to be immediate, looking for my polish, here it is. Even though it's not immediate, it happened, and it's going to help me out throughout the months. So any little bit helps right now. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of polish on the beads right here. Gotta get it, gotta get it. Alright, so massaging polish onto the bead, onto the knot, not the bead. Don't polish your beads. Don't polish your beads, people. All right, so got it on there. Only thing about polish is it's so messy. And my daughter, like I said in my last video, my daughter used my clear polish up. So, oops, dropping my water. All right, so now I've tied my knot and secured it. So now I'm going to cut, and this is the part that I get so, oh my God, on, because it's got to be close enough so that you can hide the knot, but you don't want to be too close to where you cut your knot like I've done in the beginning. All right, okay, I had to search for my scissors. Blind people problems, you put shit down, you forget where you put it. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I am getting right down to the knot. Hold on, let me make sure I have it perfect. If I don't, I will cut string. We don't want that. Okay, yes. All right, and make sure it's hidden. There it is. Here's the bracelet. I might have to cut a little excess off, but I pretty much got it there. You able to see that? Yep. That is a white halite. And hi, Jackie? Gekki? Hi. I'm doing well, thank you. Just working on a bracelet. Yes, they are. They really are. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Like, my heart, it is tacky glue. Thanks, Danny. That's exactly what it is. Tacky glue. You can use this. I use it as well. I just prefer the polish. So that's my finished bracelet, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I need to cut any more off. I hate having to do that. But, hey, it happens. Let me check the comments. Okay, cool. All right, guys, let's see. And it's 7:19, so it took me, what, about a little less than an hour, I guess. But that'll be it for today. I just wanted to come on, do a live stream, say hello to you guys, and show you my bracelet. So I'm ordering some black obsidian soon, and if anyone has any requests, please let me know. I may just have it, and every time I make the bracelets, I just think of the design in my head of how I want it to be. I get a feel for it, and I can see it in my head because I used to be able to see colors. The meanings are more deep to me than the colors, though, but the colors do matter because people care, and how, you know, they care about the colors they're wearing and what can go with their outfits, favorite colors, all that kind of stuff. Some people don't care at all about the meanings, which is okay too. I mean, that's all right too. So thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, and share, and like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get all the updates, all the videos. So hold on one second. Just want to make sure. Okay. So thank you guys so much for being with me and listening to me, and I promise it will get better. Much love to you all. Be good to yourselves. Be truthful to yourselves. And don't be so hard on yourself like me. Remember, don't hold yourself hostage just hold yourself accountable. I know I said it better the other way around, but I messed up. So hold yourself accountable. Don't hold yourself hostage. You have today, and every day that you wake up is a new chance to start. Don't forget that. I will talk to you all soon.